Your intonation's great. You were adjusting when you needed to. All right. Let's do. How about "O Come Little Children"? Thinking about phrasing. So do you know what a phrase is? So a phrase is like a musical sentence. Alright, so for instance, if you were going to say, for this one, "Oh come little children, oh come one and all," that would be a musical sentence. Right? Now without the words, it's still a phrase. So think about each phrase being, you shape it the way you would shape a sentence with your voice. Bowings in there. Yeah. They're all separate bows within the phrase. It's the first note of the new phrase that starts the second up bow. So it's between the phrases that you...
okay.
Yeah. Okay? So that's why I chose that one, because you can really feel each phrase and make each phrase smooth in the middle, but then when you stop your bow, then you continue the same direction. For the next review piece, I want you to really focus on getting your thumb to touch the horsehair and getting all the way on the top of the bow. Okay. Right now it's a little bit on the side. So how about Long, Long Ago? And then fix your pinky. That looks really nice. Go ahead. Much more connected to the bow with your bow hold, which allowed your horsehair to connect with the string more. So that would be, I think, the best thing to focus on this week. Even though you got your bow hold closer, it started to get a little stiff, and that pulled the horsehair away again. So just really relax your fingers, keep them soft and heavy, and then every bit of horsehair on the string. Okay? Terrific. Let's go on.
Daniel.
Let's go on to Minuet 2. So it's an open A. Try it again. Hold on. Do you want to do some spots first?
Yeah.
Okay. Start with the beginning. That's the string crossing to open A. Da 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 A da dum bum bum. first note is G. Ba-da-da-da. Here. Good. Now see if you can make really clear string crossings. Good. That's open A. Only one open A. Better. Good. Now try just the last two notes. G, 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 and try not to get any sound in between the notes. See how you're getting extra notes, extra sounds? So you have to go all the way over. G, G. Get over to the D string.
Oh,
So
that.
you're trying to avoid the A string. You're sticking to the string like that.
Okay.
Yes. Did you hear how clear that was?
Mhm.
Good. Now put it back together again. Come on. Start on the string. Did you hear that A when you went da dum bum? Stop. Rock. Bum bum. And careful there too. So stop your bow on the E string and then rock. Because the rest of the string crossings are fine. You're being more careful on all the other ones that are already fine. So do the same thing on this one. Stop your bow, rock, then play. You're doing really well. It's getting better every time. Yes. One more note. Much better. Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be really picky. Can you make the last note ring? Just like that. Woo! Listen to that. That sounds really excellent. That's exactly what we were going for. All right, let's hear the strawberry spots.
Strong.
Da-dum-bum-bum. Open A first. Da-da-dum-bum-bum. Little higher second. No. Da-da-dum-bum-bum. Circle. There you go. A little higher F sharp. Da-da-da, F sharp, G. But that's a C natural, so your second finger is not straight across. That's it. Again. There. So your second finger has to come up high enough so that that'll ring. That's really nice. One more time. That's flat. Higher B. There it is. That was your best one. Excellent. F sharp on the E string. The other one. The D sharp. F sharp to start. B. Okay, so this one, make sure that note rings. 2 strawberry spots that I had talked about last week. And then you started from here and did the whole middle part, right? Good things in there. You're keeping track of the melody well. Your rhythm, except for one spot that we're going to work on, is impeccable. Bowings we're going to work on too. But overall, the intonation's really good. Lots of good things happening in there. So, this part was fine. Then you were wondering why you were backwards on the slur. Even though there's a string crossing, you still have that up. So let's try that much. That was the right finger, but put it in the right spot. There. Ready? Go. You're changing this from 3/4 to 4/4. It's big, little, little, big, little, little. You're adding an extra first note. So it's tip, frog, tip, frog. Ready? Go. Just that one. Here. I used to call this the head, shoulders, knees, and toes spot. Even though it's different notes, it sounds a little bit like it. So, that's it. That's the middle. That's the hardest part. You've got it now. So the beginning, the only parts that we haven't done, actually, yeah. And then you have this again. So matching E's. Now leave your second finger down. Now hop your second finger to the A string. Good. Try that by yourself. Yourself. Those measures, you're making it a 4/4 time again. So it's blue, blue, And then the last one. And then you've already done this. That's it. Okay, you've done the whole piece. So does that feel a little bit easier?
Mhm.
Good. Then, minuet 3, the next one, the thing that's new in that is the down slur or separate bowing. So I don't know if you remember, the spot that we started with in this one was. So let's go one measure at a time with that spot. There it is. Pop. So it's a slur on the string crossing. That's it. No slurs. That's it. So put it together, it sounds like this. You don't have to put it together today.
Okay.
Alright? But that's the spot that I would start with in minuet 3. And then we'll do the 2 scale spots with the different endings. We'll do the part in the middle, then you'll have the whole second half. Then we'll do the whole beginning later. Okay? So that's minuet 3. Happy Farmer and Gavotte, I gave you those bowings. Are those easy enough? Up, down, up for Happy Farmer. Try it. Just on an open string. Well, actually try it in the air first. You're right. Up, down, down. Oops. Up, down, down, up. Ready? Go. Up,
Oh, it's
up, down, down, up. Good. And you can even do a whole twinkle like that. Try just the beginning of twinkle with me. Ready? Go. Long, short, long, short. Don't worry about the notes. Good, and it worked the best when you did slow, fast, slow, fast. So you've got the Happy Farmer bowing, and then the Gavotte bowing was just. That's it. Good. So you're ready for those. Not a problem. Did you figure out any of the Christmas carols?
No.
Oh, definitely do that this week.
okay.
And the fiddle tune from yesterday. Did you want help with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, start with your bow on the E string. Now, actually, let me help you with this first. So first of all, you need a really, really round bowl. That's it. So rock to the A. Relax this finger. If that's squeezing at all, your wrist is going to be stuck. Rock to the A, flat to the E. Valley, flat, and here. Good. Relax here. See if you can lean your hand a little bit more. You don't have to move your fingers are fine. Just turn your hand a little bit that way. Relax your wrist, should be able to move. Yes, there you go. Now rock to the A, push with your thumb, and then drop back down to the E. Now push with your thumb, drop back to the E, make that finger soft. Go ahead, A, E, A, E, A, E, A, E, A, E, A, E. Now play a down bow on the A, and then up bow on the E. Soften up your pointer finger and make your thumb stronger. But soften up that finger. I just saw that one come off the bow. This one should do absolutely nothing. So again, see if you can lean your hand a little bit more this direction. Feel how that one's got tension in it? Can you let go of all that tension? That's the idea. There it is. Up, down on the A. You got it. There it is. Good. Good. So that's the bowing. Now, you have this one. Yep. Second finger, C sharp. Start on the A string. Good. Then put your first finger on both strings. A and E, yeah, good. And then it's going to be yeah, that's it, and just 3 times. Hold on, hold on. Feel it? There you go. I see it. There it is. Good. And the more relaxed you are, the easier it is. Watch my wrist. If you're stuck, or you get kind of all these funny different things happening. So as soft as you can, get these 2 fingers really across from each other. Your thumb and your middle finger. Make your pinky strong, and this finger does almost nothing. So start with your thumb and your middle finger. They need to make that circle. Good. Add your ring finger. Add your pinky stronger. Can you move your tip with your pinky? Good. Now just put this finger down and let it rest. Good. Relax your shoulder. Make sure your wrist is soft and it can move. Go for it. Elbow up. There it is. You got it. Not a problem. So that's... She's determined. I like this. Third finger. So D. D. Good. And this might be a great one to watch what's happening with your wrist in the mirror.
Okay.
So that you can see if it's your wrist moving or if it's your whole arm moving. If it's your whole arm, most likely this finger's squeezing.
Okay.
So, good work. So I will write down, this one's called Devil's Dream. Very, very popular fiddle tune. And then you've got Christmas carols. And we'll bring back Boil and Cabbage down soon. You already know the theme. So. Okay. Reading.
Daniel,
Is she gonna stop?
don't pull on me. Can you try to do something? Just try. Say how many words there.
Stop touching me. No.
Have some of the words there.
What did I write down last time? Okay, did I miss anything? Nope, I didn't. Okay, great, good choice. So that's the start, oh, here, why don't you raise the stand up to the height that you needed at? Okay, 3 beats in a measure. 1, oops, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're ahead of the metronome. 1, 2, 3. So, ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3. How many beats is that, Russ?
1.
Yes.
I waited too long.
Yep. That's all right. So everything else was really good. So just make sure you have your rests in time there. Are you practicing these with a metronome at home?
When I do, yeah.
Good. Okay. So, and do you have it set at 60?
Yeah.
Terrific. So find one of the pitch ones. Good one. Oops. Sorry. Line 3. Hold on. Why don't you sing it first?
Yeah.
Good, okay. Now go ahead and play it. Does that sound familiar by any chance? Play it again. See if it sounds. I bet your mom knows what it sounds like. You're just listening. You're not in the middle of trying to figure it out. Sing it without the letter should. I'll play it.
Okay.
When you're not looking at it and you're just listening to it, it'll sound very different. Without the rhythm, of course. What is it?
I can't think of the name.
It's a city in England, and something in that city that's really big. Shell.
Falling down, falling,
No?
No.
falling down.
Danny's, again, just he doesn't have to look at it, he can just hear it, so you picked up on it really quickly. So that's kind of why she throws these little tunes in here every once in a while, just to see if your
Pay
ear is
attention.
as strong as your eyes. Because when you're so focused on each individual note, then you're not connecting you're not connecting the notes to each other. It's like you're reading every letter of each word in a book. But when you start to listen to and read groups of notes, you start to pick up on the melody more. Does that make sense? So the whole idea with this is to start to develop the ability to read groups of notes at once instead of just one note at a time. Of course, when you started this book way back when, I wanted you to read one note at a time so you could get really comfortable with where each note was on the string. You're beyond that point now. You know where all the notes are on your string. So now it's training yourself to read groups of notes, the way you would read groups of letters into words. Okay, and then groups of words into sentences. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what the goal is here. So keep going with these, all right? We'll get up to 39, and then we're going to do 40 through 50 in a row.
Okay.
And then I actually just, I have somebody who does my photocopying for me, and I just gave everything to her on Tuesday. Hopefully I'll have it by next week. Okay, so I'll have the other reading packet for you. So what would you like to do next? Would you like to try to figure out a Christmas carol? Do you want to play Minuet 1? Do you want to...
I want to figure out a Christmas carol.
Okay. So the 4 that I wrote down were The First Noel, Joy to the World, Jingle Bells, and Silent Night.
The first one.
Okay. Do you know how to sing it?
No.
Da-da-da-da-da. You don't even need the words. Just, but if you don't know, do you know how the melody goes?
A little.
So sing the beginning. So that's actually the end, but go ahead and play that much.
Okay.
So if you figure out the end, that's fine. You were right, C sharp. That's the beginning. same ending. Yes. There it is. That's the whole thing. It's very repetitive, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's the same thing twice, and then it's the same thing 2 2/3 times. It's just that Noel, that's a little different. All right. So you figured one out. So why didn't I play it on my violin?
Because you wanted me to see if I could sing it in my head and try to figure it out.
I can't play it for you at home. So use your voice, or if you need help, if you get stuck and you can't remember where you are, have your mom sing it. Your mom has really, really good pitch. I remember this when we did it together. So she's helpful. She's nice and stable. So
Screechy.
well, but she also doesn't switch keys in the middle of a piece with all that training she's had.
Oh,
So-
that training.
So she can be a really good resource to you as well. And in fact, I bet Danny could do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 99.999% sure. Because you were already starting to do that when you stopped violin. You had really good control of your voice. So, yeah. So you use,
Dan,
external
Danny.
help as well at home if you
come on
want
this
to.
side so
Or
whoever comes in
You
this
can
room.
sing a phrase and then play it, and then
Hi.
sing it and then play it.
Come on this side, sweetheart.
Not a problem. So, whatever works best for you. Okay? Great job. Take it back.